Mariam from Cologne, Germany. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh. Is it permissible to use biocreatine as to straighten one's hair? Biocreatine is a treatment which will straighten the hair, same as the hair relaxer. But the good thing about the biocreatine treatment is it is in no way, shape, or form damaging the hair. Rather, it is good for the hair. It will support the hair to be strong and grow. The hair will be straight for 6 months. Afterwards, you need to do the treatment again. So is it permissible? Hope you can help me out with this matter. And may Allah further bless you.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I mean you as well. Question from one of the disciples, one of the sisters online from Germany, with regards to using a specific product to straighten one's hair and the advantages of it and the lack of harms of this product to straighten one's hair. It does not damage the hair, so on and so forth. The general rule that the people of knowledge say is it's permissible for you to adorn yourself, to beautify yourself, and to take on a style or mode of fashion as long as it doesn't go against kitab or sunnah or ijma'. The book of Allah, the authentic hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, and what the ulama of Islam unanimously agree upon. If it doesn't clash with one of those three, you can do whatever you want to do. And obviously, this understanding is based off of many texts in the kitab and the sunnah. When the Prophet ﷺ was asked by the companion who liked to wear fine sandals, nice shoes, I don't want no one's shoes to be better than my shoes, he said. I want to have the finest sandals. Is this pride? Prophet obviously answered in the negative. Allah talks about the concept of what Allah made of zina, of beauty. And Allah Azza wa Jalla created Adam, our forefather, and his wife Hawa. And He gave them clothes to screen their nakedness. And He sent down upon His offspring libas, clothes, Allah says, clothes of taqwa, and also zina. And Allah says, Qul, say, Man harrama zinat Allah. Who's the one who makes the zina of Allah unlawful? The zina that He made for His slaves. وَالطَّيِّبَاتِ مِنَ الرِّزْقِ. And Allah says, find things that He provided them with. Who can do this? Who can say that you can't do this and you can't do that? So you can have any style, any clothes, whatever you want to do. You want to have this, you want to have that, you want to dress like this, do it, as long as it doesn't go against the kitab and the sunnah. So when it comes to hair, then there are many rulings that pertain to one's hair, such as a man growing the beard and not shaving it, trimming the mustache and not letting it grow long. If you have hair, then honor the hair. If a woman has long hair and she wants to trim it or cut it, it's not haram in Islam, as long as it's not accompanied by an aqidah, a belief, a practice of imitating kuffar women or sinful women. And the same, in my humble opinion, applies to straightening one's hair. If you have hair that's curly or nappy or peasy or fuzzy hair or whatever type of hair that's not straight, man or woman, and you want to straighten it, it's not haram. It's not doing harm to your scalp, harm to your hair. It's not damaging you. But if a woman or brother straightens their hair because they're ashamed of their identity and their background and their ethnicity and their ancestry, then that's a different story. And it's not just a black and a white thing. Some white people, Caucasian people, Arab people, Hispanic people that have very curly hair. And they hate their curly hair. And they want to have straight hair. And they may look at curly hair as being a means of peasantry. Peasants have curly hair. And the wealthy nobles have straight hair. Everybody understand this? Somebody may have curly hair and he says, I don't want to be identified as a Jew. A Jew that comes from Poland or Germany or Russia. I want to be known as an Anglo-Saxon. I don't want to have curly hair. I want to have straight hair. Let alone the history of this country, America, and the psychological blows, the hammer blows that were dealt to many people of this country. Not just slavery with whips and chains, but mental slavery. And everything about you, your language, your culture, your religion, your food, your dress, your skin, everything about you is bad, horrible, disgusting, filthy, dirty, barbaric, and animalistic. And everything that we have brought to you is refined and cultivated. And it is godly and godlike. whether it's the pigmentation of your skin, the texture of your hair, your animalistic barbaric religion, whether it's Islam, whether it was idol worship of the people that came from the different parts of the world that they enslaved, their food, their dress, their dance, their songs, and the list goes on. Everybody understand this? And it's not just, once again, a black and white thing. Everybody understand this? Wherever they went, this was the mindset that they put into the people's heads. We're better, you're nothing. So if you straighten your hair because of this, and you're trying to imitate someone and be like somebody, and you're ashamed how Allah created you, and you have these major insecurities, then that's clearly problematic. That's clearly problematic. And as if you don't accept what Allah says, هُوَ الَّذِي يُصَوِّرُكُمْ فِي الْأَرْحَامِ كَيْفَ يَشَاءُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. Allah is the one who forms you and gives you fashion in the wombs of your mothers. كَيْفَ يَشَاءُ, like He wanted to. He made me with dark skin. He made you with yellow skin. He made you with red skin. He made you with white skin. He made you with pale skin. He made this person with ivory skin. He made this person with reddish skin. He made you with freckles. He made you. Allah makes us these ways. You're tall, I'm short. You're big, I'm small. Allah made us like this. So you constantly going against the grain shows something that's wrong, that you're unpleased with Allah and how Allah created you. And perhaps you're trying to be something and trying to be somebody that Allah did not want you to be. And when you read history and you actually read the books, it's not talking about no conspiracies or no crazy far-off religion. We're talking about books of history. The people that are trying to be like and imitate and copycat and mimic, they themselves, they stole, they took, they borrowed. They learned things from people, but they revamped it and they put their own stamp and polish on it, and then they claimed it. We created this. We invented this. That's not true. So oftentimes you're trying to copy somebody who actuality what? Copy from somebody else. So if you have an inferiority complex, no matter what it is, black, white, yellow, Chinese, Arab, inferiority, whatever inferiority complex, I'm not just talking about black and white thing now, for many people to understand. Anybody that has this type of mental sickness, that I'm lesser than somebody, they're better automatically, I have to look like them, I have to be like them, then that's clearly not befitting of a believer. That's not befitting of a believer. That's not befitting of any believer from the aspect of the Kitab and the Sunnah, let alone history itself. So if that's why you straighten your hair, I would say let your hair be curly, let it be nappy, however it is. But if you just want to straighten your hair because that's how you were raised, that's your culture, that's what you think and feel is better, can't say it's haram. As long as it doesn't do harm to the body, harm to the scalp, harm to the hair, bid'in ta'ala. However, the question is, somebody's obviously going to say, they're going to say, Ya Akhi, Ya Mufti, or Muhammad ibn Munir. Nobody's going to straighten their hair except that it's based off of some type of what? Conception. No doubt about that. But not necessarily. There are some people that didn't experience these different things. They weren't colonized. They weren't conquered. They weren't enslaved. And they may say, I want to have straight hair. Or I want to have curly hair. I want blonde hair. I want red hair. I want purple hair. Allahu Alam. So it depends on what's the intention. It depends on what's the situation. But the general rule is that you can have a jerry curl, you can have an afro, you can have cornrows, corn dreads, a bald head, a fade, a mohawk, a faux hawk, whatever they call it, the different types of hawks, as long as it's not against the Kitab, the Sunnah, and the Ijma'. Everybody understand it? So a woman shaving her head, one thing. A man shaving his beard, one thing. You doing crazy hairstyles that are like the kuffar and the devil worshippers, that's a different story. But the general concept of fashion is that it's open for whatever your taste and culture may be. That's what the people of knowledge teach us. As long as it does not go against the Kitab and or the Sunnah. Wallahu alam.